Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Thursday the 12th of November 2020. Thanks for joining me. I'm using the Tarot of the Water for today's reading. This is a really unusual deck. I don't use it very often. Each card is made by a different artist. So it's a global art collaboration. And let's see what these cards have to say about Thursday the 12th and what energy you'll be working with today. Let's have a look. Right, let's look at the first card, which is the Six of Pentacles. Amazing, it's like the season of the Six of Pentacles. Then we have the Four of Cups. And finally, we have the Seven of Swords. Okay. So we have lots of women here, and we have lots of different circumstances that are potentially taking place as a result of her decisions. So the feminine in the tarot is about being receptive, learning, making sense of things, making good decisions, being aware of your surroundings and other people. You're able to break down that information and make a really important decision for yourself today. So let's look at the specifics. We've got the Six of Pentacles. We've got this young woman in a boat. And we've got all the hands reaching up. It's kind of creepy. And then these pentacle bubbles rising to the surface. She's got a rope there, which is hanging over the boat. This looks like straw, but it's her petticoat, isn't it? So I thought that was something to do with the rescue operation. And then she's got two pieces of cheesecake or cherry pie on the oars. So the oar is what propels her forward. The pieces of cake make it completely inoperable and highlights the sweetness, but the sweetness is kind of invalidated by this noose hung over the side of the boat with these hands reaching up, and there's no real concern for these hands and what's happening to them. So this is an interesting Six of Pentacles. Usually it's the haves and have-nots card. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down, and it's important to be of service to other people. And it's important to ask for help depending on your circumstances, and only you can make that decision. And that's the best way to operate according to the tarot. When you're in dire need, don't just keep it to yourself, reach out and ask for support. And when you're really, really doing well and you have no needs, everything's been met, then you ought to be of service to other people. In this deck, we've got a woman who's become so enchanted by her own wealth that she's lost this capacity to be compassionate and to be of service, and she's living in this superficial bubble world of materialism and superficialness. That's a very different Six of Pentacles, because even these pentacles, they're rising up from the lotus flower, and the lotus flower is a real symbol of difficulty and struggling so that you can reach your potential in life. And we've got these hands, so people struggling to be happy and to support themselves and to be the best them they can be. And this vacant zombie-like person staring off into space and having no compassion for anyone else while keeping these pieces of cherry pie in balance, okay? So this is a message that a lot of people just don't get it. A lot of people in your life don't get how well off they are, how blessed they are, how many good things they've got, and they're just not grateful for all the opportunities they've been given. So you can't really work with someone like that because they have no compassion for anyone else's plight, because they've never struggled themselves. They have no understanding of what that could be like. So just be aware that you are the opportunity to help other people. Someone may come to you and ask for help, and they may have asked 5 people before you or 6 people, and all of those people would have just given them a vacant blank look, and it may be that you're the only person who can help. So just be aware of that you have something special today, and that if someone's reaching out to you, you don't know if they've asked 20 people to help or 1 person or no one. And the cards are saying you're not this vapid person without consideration for other people. In fact, you've got loads of consideration for other people, and you're really able to be the difference between help and non-help. And that can go for your own circumstances, for other people's. And the important thing is to be present and to realize that you can make decisions, and you're not an island. You exist in connection and in conjunction to other people. And if other people need you today and you can give that support without struggling, then it's really important that you're present enough to do that. Next, the Four of Cups. This is again to do with perspective and gratitude and your position in life. Usually, it's a young man under a tree being given everything that you could possibly be given. Remember, cups is the element of water, and that rules love and family and spirituality. So let's say, okay, so in this deck, we don't have a young man sitting under a tree. We've got a mermaid at the bottom of the ocean who's being given all of this. So she's got all these cups, and another one is just being delivered. But again, she's not paying attention. She's not aware of it. And that kind of captures the essence of the card, which is about a lack of gratitude despite being given every wonderful thing. So let's say an amazing man who loves her unconditionally. A family who adore her and care about her health and her happiness and her existence on planet Earth. Her connection to herself, the fact that she's happy. And then another cup being given to her, let's say complete peace of mind. And all of this is being given to her. And she's so abundant and prosperous that she's just lounging around at the bottom of the ocean, looking into the camera saying, God, I'm so beautiful. Aren't I wonderful? So it's another case of kind of the rich getting richer, because she's already got everything she wants. She's got the whole ocean. She's got beauty. She's got good health. She's got love. Then more is being thrown at her. And that's a law of the universe that causes a lot of upset with people and a lot of resistance. Because you think, well, if I try hard enough in life, and if I work hard, then good things will happen. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you can work your little behind off and do everything right and follow the rules, and you end up with very difficult circumstances. And then in other cases, you can be a spoilt little corpse bride who's completely self-absorbed, and life just throws wonderful things at you. And it's part of the same equation. It's the law of attraction. So you can, I suppose the key is acceptance of what is destined for you as such, what's being given to you. And instead of zoning out and just letting it wash all over you, the important thing is to pay attention and to say, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And that's the key. It doesn't matter whether you're down here or in the boat. If you're grateful and if you're able to see the positives in your situation, then you'll be able to work with what you've got and to manifest even greater things. And the cards are saying that even if you're not totally engaged, or if you're not completely in your right mind, you don't see things 100% correctly, which none of us do, the universe is biased in your favor. Remember the Six of Pentacles, haves, haves not. Even if you are zoned out and if you're not aware of what life is offering you, you're being given an abundance of opportunity to be in the moment, and that's the real gift of the day. You're being showered with so many good things that you almost become numb to them. And the epiphany blessing moment of the day is if you wake up and you say, actually, look how beautiful I am. Look at all the good things I've got. Look at the abundance and the health and the love and all of these wonderful things that I've already got in my life. And that's the gift, that you can wake up to your true self and how rich you are in truth. You may say, well, I'm financially very wealthy, but I have no cultural capital. I have no friendship capital. The cards are saying that you have capital in every aspect of your life. You have love. You have friends, you have a body, you have a roof over your head, you have the ability to walk. Look at what you've got today instead of what you don't have. Because finally we have the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords, very interesting here with this duality and the astrological symbols here. So the astrological symbols on the kind of headscarf represents that whether, let's say, we could say this is life and death, right? We could also say this is the inner world, this is the outer world. So a beautiful woman who feels completely dead on the inside, could be that could represent that. It could also be youth and old age, life and death. It's anything to do with duality. And on planet Earth, we are on planet duality. Left and right, up and down, pretty, not pretty, bottom of the sea, top of the sea. And the astrological symbol signifies that your mind is unified. Your mind is the one thing that you have control over, and that represents unity on planet Earth. You've got two sides of your brain and they're connected in the middle. You have the ability to choose what area of your brain you're operating in, whether you're focusing on how terrible everything is, how hard done by you are, how life has mistreated you, and you can ignore all the blessings and all the opportunities to help others because you're so miserable, no one's had it worse than you, and you don't see any of this, and you zone out and you don't help the people drowning because poor you, all alone on a boat. Or another person with the same influences is going to choose not to look at this side of reality. And we're not saying that either one is more true or less true than the other. We all have light and shadow within us. We all have life and death. We all have despair and hope. So if you choose, and that's again a blessing of the day, that you have the choice to choose to focus on the good stuff. And the more you focus on the good stuff, let's say you start out with your health. Something you don't really bother with, but today you just say, you know what, universe, thank you for my health. Thank you for letting me get out of bed this morning without some sort of a painful nightmare, because I'm in good health and I can get out of bed. That then puts you on this side of the card, and the gaze falls on all the positives. It starts with one positive. Thank you for my health. Thank you for the love I have in my life. Thank you for the money. Thank you for the support. And that then expands and expands and expands. Remember, on planet Earth, what we focus on gets bigger. So you focus on the good stuff, you see how blessed you are, and that expands to the point where you're really able to help other people. And that isn't just about helping other people, it's seeing your power, because you're not zoned out. You have this moment of clarity, you see the positives, and you can see how you can help other people's lives. And that's then the fourth extension. Once you help other people, and you actually do it, let's say there's another card here, this card then says, because you're helping other people, your life expands in all these other areas, love and health and relationships, because all those people you've helped are now in your life and they're going to help you back. And it all starts with a little thing known as perspective. Focus on the good stuff and not what's lacking. And that's a good rule for life. You know, I can wake up in the morning and say, oh my God, my mental health. Thank you, universe, for the mental illness that I have. Thank you for the addiction, if I want to be sarcastic. And then I'll be down, and then I'll start to focus on all the other stuff that I've missed out in life, why the addiction has robbed me of years of happiness, blah, blah, blah. And then before I even get out of bed, I'm completely depressed and I'll stay there the whole day. If I wake up and say, oh, my leg hurts, but I'm not going to focus on that. I'm going to say, thank you, universe, for giving me another day on planet Earth where I can try and make a positive contribution to the planet. That simple statement shifts the focus onto this side, and these other things then become apparent. It's almost like, let's say it's like getting used to the dark. You know, when you're looking at a dark room, you have to kind of wait a few minutes until your eyes adjust. By being positive in your mind, your eyes adjust to all the positive things that already exist in your life, and it amplifies them and makes them easier to see. And that's why you can grow and grow and grow today. Same thing if you look at the negatives. It takes your eyes a couple of minutes to adjust, and then you see all the hateful, negative, disappointing things that have ever happened until it's all you can see. So it's really important to intervene today in your own perception of the world and to make sure that it's something that serves you and that creates positive energy. And it's really a very, very powerful day where you can kind of capture the essence of you and the kind of person you want to be on this planet. You really have a choice today whether you want to be this or you want to be that. And it's not always that black and white. So we really have an opportunity to graduate duality today and to come to have a come to Jesus moment, to come back to source. Number-wise, we got 7 and 4 is 11, and 6 is 17, 1 and 7 is 8, and 8 is power in numerology. So you have the power to change your perception of the world. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That is the biggest thing you can do. I mentioned that I have addiction. And that is an illness of perception. There's a guy on, they have AA speaker tapes, or I think it's called XA speakers online, which is not just for people in AA, but in NA and CA and MA, all the A's you can get. My joke was I went to so many meetings in the past that I'm part of, not AA, what was it? Anonymous. Recovering from all the support groups I'm in. No, but that is an illness of perception. And it's very interesting because this day is all about perception. And it's saying that the way alcoholism, for instance, is an illness of perception. Once you have a drink, your whole perception of the world changes. This is a day where you're under the kind of lens, the microscope. You get to see yourself and you really become aware of yourself. Remember all the feminine energy. You're able to look at this. And your perception around you is 100%. And you can make changes to alter your perception. You're the one who lives in your body, who walks this earth. So if you change your perception, you change the whole world. Remember the law of attraction? What you focus on gets bigger. So you change your perception from, oh, everything sucks, to, I'm so grateful to be alive, look at this beautiful sunset. I guarantee you, the second way of thinking is going to guarantee that you're out and about at sunset looking at the sun go down. A lot more than if you accept the first belief. Have an amazing day. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, click on book your reading to audio reading with me. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and share the video online. Have an amazing day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.